check, 1, 2.
Curious about real estate? Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need, get over the fear, and get started.
Thank you for calling. My name is Alex. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. I received one of your postcards in the mail about purchasing a property I own. Just want to talk to you about that.
Awesome. I can definitely help you with that today. May I please have your first and last name?
It's Lori.
And is that Laurie?
Lori.
Fantastic. Thank you for helping me with that. In case we get disconnected, what is a good number to call you back on?
The one I'm calling you on.
I don't actually have it. No, we don't have.
Okay, all right. 6198.
That was 6198?
That's correct.
And is this a mobile or a landline?
A mobile.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that. Now, Lori, what is your primary email address where our purchase manager can email you an offer to purchase your house?
It's at Yahoo.
At yahoo.com?
That's correct.
Thank you, Lori. Well, Lori, thank you for calling us to buy your house. Before we can determine how much we can buy your house for, there are just a few more questions I need to ask about your specific plans to sell it. Is that okay?
Okay.
Great. Again, my name is Alex, and my job is to collect all the information needed so that our purchase manager can construct the very best offer for you if your house qualifies. As we go through the process, you'll notice that I will be writing down the information that we need to have in order to present you with an offer as quickly as possible, usually within the next 24 to 48 hours. So let's get started, yes?
Okay.
And you said you received a yellow letter?
Like a postcard thing.
Perfect. And you are calling because you do have a house you are hoping to sell, correct?
That's correct.
And the property is not currently listed with a real estate broker?
It is not.
Perfect. Thank you. Now, what is the address of the house you're hoping to sell?
57 Drive.
All right. Thank you very much for helping me with the spelling of that street name. Now, you know, Lori, no one knows more about your house than you do. We buy houses all over the country, so we are actually going to buy your house without ever going out to physically see the house.
Okay.
Once we agree to buy the house and you agree to sell us the house, then we will send our local professionals out to determine the exact condition and repair costs the house may need. So in the meantime, we would hope that you would be fair and honest regarding the condition of the house so that we don't move forward with an agreement to purchase your house that will later have to change or cancel because of missing information. Does that make sense? Yes?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Great. So let me ask you, Lori, what amount should we assume that we will have to pay in total repair costs and work or upgrades that a lender may require or that a future buyer will ask to be fixed?
Oh, gosh, I have no idea. I mean, everything works, so I don't know if it would just be, if you were to upgrade, maybe $10,000. I don't, it's.
And that would be like flooring, carpet, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, okay, you maybe put new carpet in, repaint the inside. Maybe the outside need to be painted. I mean, we have a management company that we pay to take care of things. Yeah. So everything's in good repair. It's just, obviously, always things can be upgraded.
Yeah, things usually do. So what do you think the house is worth? Or in other words, Lori, if we sent out a real estate appraiser over tomorrow and had the property appraised, what do you think the house would be worth in today's market?
Probably $125,000.
Okay, and is there a mortgage on the house that we will need to pay off?
Yes.
And what is the loan balance?
Probably about 56 or 57.
So about $56,000?
Yeah, give or take, I don't know.
And what are the monthly payments?
I don't know why that matters to you all.
Okay, well that's fine. What are the payments current?
Oh yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So, Lori, what were you hoping to sell your house for? This would be the net amount that you would receive to put in your pocket. This is after all the repair and update costs have been considered, after all of your seller's closing costs have been subtracted, and after we pay the loans off. This is what we call the walkaway money.
I like 20,000.
20,000?
Mhm.
And how did you come up with that as your walkaway money?
Because I've crunched the numbers and know what we have to pay in taxes and things. So I'd have enough to pay everything.
Is 20,000 the least that you would take?
Probably.
You can't see yourself doing any better for us today, Lori?
No, because I'm not going to pay my taxes.
And 20,000 is the lowest you will go?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I have all the information we need for right now. At this time, we need to look over the information you gave me, do some research on the property, and if we have any more questions, we'll call you back.
Okay, great.
Also, I'd like to set up an appointment to have our purchase manager contact you back and to make you an offer to buy your house. Which time and day would be better for our purchase manager to call you? We have time available today at about 1:30. 1:30 Pacific, so that would be 4:30 your time?
Okay, I was like, hey, that's not going to work out. Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, and so then we'll contact you at 1:30 our time this afternoon, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
One more thing, Lori, when our purchase manager calls you, if you can agree on the terms and you can agree on the price that works for both of you, are you ready to get the paperwork done and sell your house?
Probably I'll need to discuss with my husband, but yeah.
Oh, of course. And one last question. When our purchase manager calls you, it is important that all of the decision makers be there so we can come to an agreement to buy your house. Will all of the decision makers be there for the appointment?
I think he should be.
All right. And is there anything else that you guys will need from our purchase manager besides a checkbook when they contact you to buy the house?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, Lori, if you could do me a favor and locate the latest mortgage statement so that you and our purchase manager can make reference to it.
Okay. For what purpose?
It's because we pay off the loans and things like that on the house, so.
Okay. All right. Okay. That sounds fine.
Great. Thank you for doing that for me. Well, Lori, we look forward to buying your house. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello?
Hi, may I speak with Lori, please?
This is Lori.
Hi, Lori. This is Ryan, and I'm the purchase manager. It looks like Alex actually spoke with you over the phone about your interest in selling your house.
Yes, she did.
Great. I am calling back to verify that all the information Alex took in is correct, to make sure that we can get you the best offer, and so that we can come to an agreement at the end of this call to purchase your property. Lori, is this a good time for you?
Yes, it is.
Perfect. And it does look like I have this number. Is this the best number to contact you on?
It is.
It's the best number. Great. Do you happen to have an alternative number?
We have a landline. I can give you as well.
Okay.
1971.
Okay, so I have 1971.
That's correct.
Perfect, and it does look like I have your email address, which is great. Lori, I just do want to confirm that you did call us because you have a house you're hoping to sell?
That's correct.
That's correct. Fantastic. We are definitely looking for another house to buy right now, and your house sounds like the kind we've been looking for too. Alex marks here that the property is not currently listed. Is that correct?
That's correct. No, it is tenant occupied.
Tenant occupied. That is no problem. Is the tenants on a month-to-month or lease contract?
It should be month-to-month now because when the lease expired in March, and I asked our manager to put them month-to-month, so it should be.
Okay, no problem. How much are they paying monthly?
$895 or $890.
$895 or $890. Okay.
I'd have to look at my statement. I don't have it in front of me.
That's no problem. Lori, I also did want to ask you, what do you believe the max you could rent this house for?
I don't know. I know they haven't raised the rent in the last 2 years, but we have the same tenant in there for about 3-4 years. So we just kind of let the property manager handle that. So I'm not really that know enough about the market probably to take a guess if it could be more or not.
Okay, no problem at all. And we are speaking about 57 Drive, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Alex also mentions to me that when you guys were speaking about the condition of the property, you said that there is about $10,000 in repairs and upgrades. Is that correct?
Well, I would probably say more like upgrades. I mean, because we have to keep the house obviously in repair, and the manager takes care of that. But I mean, can always use, I'm sure, new paint and new carpet and things like that.
Okay, perfect. And that is no problem. We do buy houses in any condition, from the ugliest to the most beautiful. And we actually don't ask our sellers to do any work or repairs at all. And we do buy the houses, like I had said, in any condition. So once we buy the house, we will be the ones making all those repairs or updates if necessary, okay?
Okay.
Lori, do you mind if I ask what's causing you to want to sell this property?
Yeah, it's been a rental of ours for about 17 years, and we don't live in that town anymore, and it's just kind of a hassle. So we're just ready to be done with it. We had another property, and we also sold it too. We're just kind of getting out of the rental business.
Getting out of the rental business. I understand. So it looks like, since it's not in the same town, it'd probably be a little bit more difficult to make sure that the upkeep is going correctly on the house.
Well, I mean, that's why we have a property manager, so.
Oh, right. And we can certainly help you with that. What have you done so far to try and sell this house?
We've had some other investors interested in it. We've never listed it or anything like that. So just kind of word of mouth and that kind of thing.
Okay, no problem. So word of mouth. And do you have to sell this house in order to buy the next one or meet future goals?
No, we just want to
get rid of it.
Stop being landlords.
I understand. I definitely understand, and that is no problem. It just makes us a perfect buyer for you. Because we're not looking for a house to live in, we can actually buy your house and close on the date of your choice. So with that being said, when would you say is the soonest you would be able to sell your house and close escrow by?
Well, I guess, as long as the tenant is handled properly, we're flexible on that. We live an hour and a half away from that town. I assume you use lawyers in the town, or how do you handle closing?
Yeah, we do work with closing attorneys, and that's pretty much where all that is taken care of. As far as the tenants, would it be a problem evicting them, or would we need to take action?
Well, if they're on the month-to-month, we could give 30 days notice. I didn't know if you all buy it and keep them in there and then give notice. Our previous home, we just gave him notice, and then he moved out, and then investor bought it. But,
right.
I don't know how y'all like to do that.
A lot of the time, that's the easiest way, because you and the tenant are on the same contract, and we're not on there. So it helps us out a bit. So you said that you would need to at least give them a 30-day notice?
Well, yeah, if they're on month-to-month, I know it's 30 days. Okay,
no problem at all. And if this property doesn't sell, how is that going to affect your plans?
Nothing. We've been kind of sort of trying to sell it for the last 3 years, so we just keep renting it. So.
Just keep renting, okay.
Yeah.
No problem. And I just want to make sure Alex put this in correctly, that you believe the house to be worth somewhere around $125 in today's market?
Yeah, like retail, yeah.
Like retail, okay.
Well, like if you were listing it, not for an investor.
Right. Okay. And is that an as-is price or putting in perfect condition price?
That would probably be good condition, probably not perfect.
Good condition, not perfect. And I know you said there wasn't too many repairs, just upgrades. So do you think that would be closer to an as-is condition?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a little bit myself, but our manager hasn't told us that we need to do anything, so I'm not sure.
Okay, that is no problem. I'll just go ahead and put as-is condition.
Okay.
Let's see here. And is there a mortgage on the property?
Yes, there is.
There is a mortgage on the property, okay. And that's of $56,000, correct?
Well, I was a little off on that. It's more like 52.
More like 52. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. And what are the monthly mortgage payments on that?
I don't know why you all need to know that.
Okay, that is no problem. And it just helps us create the best offer for us to purchase your house, because sometimes we do have different ways of buying them, such as taking over the loan and helping your credit, so we would make the payments. But that's fine. That's no problem at all.
Okay.
Lori, I do want to tell you a little bit about what we do, what we can do for you, and the benefits we do provide. We do buy houses like yours all the time, and we actually pay all the costs. So if you were to go through a real estate agent, we pay for all those things, as far as the real estate commission and the title insurance. We also pay for the escrow fees and transfer tax, and we also do pay for the termite clearance and roof certifications, and that list just goes on and on. And like I had mentioned before, we do buy the properties in an as-is condition, and we are going to assume the responsibility for all of the needed repairs or upgrades, whether we have seen them already or not. I know you said you have tenants in the home, so this one's really cool. One of the positive factors about selling us your house is that you or whoever is living in it can stay there for as long as they need to, and we can still get you the money on the date of your choice. When we buy the property, we will pay cash, so you can have the peace of mind knowing that it's finally sold, and not only sold, but sold to someone who can afford to buy it, because we don't have to rely on a bank to qualify your house, nor do we need to beg them for a loan and risk them changing their minds at the last minute. And believe me, there is nothing more frustrating than seeing a deal break down in escrow, and this is not going to happen to you, Lori. Isn't that really what you want?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we did with our other house, too. We sold it to a cash buyer.
Yeah, okay, great. So you are a little bit familiar, and that's going to help me out tremendously. So you're looking to walk away with $20,000, is that correct?
Yes.
20,000
or more.
Okay. 20,000 or more, okay. Would you go any less?
I don't think so, because we're going to have to pay some taxes on this, so I need to have money to pay that and still have some money.
Pay some taxes on the property, okay. Let me go ahead and write that down. 20,000, and you can't see yourself doing any better than 20,000?
No.
No, okay. And just want to make sure, because, I got to ask one more time, is that the lowest you will go?
Yes.
20,000. Well, Lori, if I can get an approval for the purchase price of $20,000, are you ready to sell your house to us today, correct?
So what would be the total cost you'd be giving me?
I would be paying out, we would be taking care of the loan, which is the $56,000, and then we would be paying you out $20,000. That would be coming out to a $76,000 total.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
You could do that? All right, great. Lori, we do have all the information we need for now, and we'd like to move forward. And I'm going to go ahead and send you the purchase agreement, and I can send that to at yahoo.com?
That's correct.
All right, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and write that up for you. I'll be getting it to you here shortly, and all I need you to do is go ahead, print it out, sign it, either email it back or fax it to us, and we can open escrow as quickly as that. When do you think I could expect it back by?
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow afternoon?
Probably morning for you guys, since you're 3 hours behind.
Oh, right. Okay. That is no problem, Lori. Congratulations on selling your house, and I'll get that over to you as soon as possible, okay?
Okay, great.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Hi, is this Randy?
It is.
Hi, Randy. This is Ryan. And I was actually I've been speaking with your wife about our interest in purchasing the house, and you're interested in selling. And we did have a purchase agreement out to you guys, so we sent it out, the beginning of this month, and I have been trying to contact you. Were you guys looking to move forward? Because we are still interested.
Yeah, I get it, but there's a couple clauses on that on that contract, and I had my lawyer look at it, and he's like, "Don't sign this thing, because I'm not paying out if the deal doesn't go through or something. You have me liable for all the expenses of several different things." So there's one paragraph on there that I saw and I looked at and I didn't like it, so I'm not.
I understand. What would make you comfortable?
Well, just delete that one paragraph, and I don't have it in front of me. I work from my house, but I don't have the thing in front of me. But it was stating that we're liable for, 20%, or I can't remember the wording on it too. Now that I'm trying to think of it, but it was a little bit ridiculous. I'm sure you're just trying to cover your own butts for someone who does a deal and you get everything inspected, and then all of a sudden they just back out of it.
Yeah, and that's what it is, pretty much, and it is exactly what you said, is that, that fee doesn't apply to you as long as you don't back out of the deal, because we do go through the expenses. We're sending out all these appraisers. We're going through the brokers. We're going through all these escrows, and the 25% or the $50,000 that we ask for, we're here in California, so a lot of the deals we do here, that is, that's not very much. But I definitely understand where you're coming from, and I'm sure you want to save your own behind on that end.
Right.
And I know you.
Well, making myself liable for 25% of something, and just if the deal falls through or something, that there's a wide range of things that could happen that would make the deal not close. Then I owe you, $15,000. That's not going to happen. So I'm not signing that.
Right.
But I understand, like, getting the appraisal done, it's not that cheap. But the other thing that I say is, I'm not sure how much you guys were offering. I know I have one other offer on the table. Someone's saying they're going to look at the house. There's a bunch of you guys out there, and he said he's ballparking around $75,000 to $72,000. So I don't know what that is, but so I don't know where you guys are as far as giving us a quote or just a rough quote on.
$75,000 to $72,000 is what he was offering you.
Yeah, but he could be pulling my chain too. These guys come in,
Yeah. What we had offered you and your wife was $72,000, and that would be us taking care of the mortgage on the property. That would be us taking care of any of the closing costs, and also netting to you $20,000 to walk away with. You there, Randy?
If you give me 72, it's not netting me 20,000. I think isn't the mortgage like 56 on that house?
It looks like when I was speaking with Lori, she said it was about $52,000.
I think it's 56 on that one. I'd have to double check.
You'd have to double check.
I know. I just put a new water heater in that thing too. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, for you. $650 on me for there goes my rent for the month. So as far as going further on that contract, I'm not going to sign anything that says I'm liable for 25%. So that if that's something you guys have to do, then I can't take that liability. And you're going to go in there and say,
let me go ahead and say this. What if you just crossed out that line? Would that make it better?
It would. And then you guys could go at an appraisal, and then if you can come in at 70, it's got to be higher than 72. I got to walk away with something because I have to pay. Understand? I've been paying taxes or getting a tax. I've had the property for 15 years, so just running my taxes, whatever profit I make, they're gonna gouge the crap out of it, and I'll probably walk away with maybe $7,000 with what you're saying.
I understand.
And owning a house for 15 years and painting it and everything else, but
you're saying that the mortgage on the property is 56.
I think, yep.
You think it's 56. Well, sometimes when all cash purchase doesn't work, we do have other ways of buying the properties and possibly even getting you more money. Is that something that you would be interested in, terms?
That's a silly question. Would you like more cheese on your pizza? Of course I would.
All right, that's great to hear. What we do is one of the ways that we can buy the property, because I see that there is a mortgage still left, we could actually take over that mortgage. We would keep it in your name, so it would still affect your credit. We would be making the monthly payments every month until we got it paid off. We resold it, or it was assumed. And that's pretty much how that works. Is that something that you would be interested in, and that's subject to the existing loan?
I don't like that, having something else. Like having it on my credit really doesn't bother me, but I'd like to just maybe get it free and clear. Let's do this. Let me talk to my wife about if you're going to cross off that last piece that last paragraph on there.
Right.
Let me talk to her about that, and then let me call you back. I know you guys have been hounding the crap out of her, which I like because I'm a sales guy too. So good on you. Your inside sales team is very good and very well trained, which I do as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let me. Can I capture your name and number?
Of course. My name is Ryan.
1 second here. Let me find a piece of paper in the house full of kids. There's never paper.
I understand that.
Like I said, I don't have to sell this thing, but I'm tired of paying out money for something I don't that's just not valuing. So Ryan, RYAN, and what's your number?
My telephone number is, and this is how you can reach me directly, is 661 836 7923.
7923. And what's this company called?
This is called 1-800-SELL-FOR-CASH.
Well, that makes it easier to sell for cash.
Yeah.
And then your primarily stuff, you're getting people that are like in repo trouble or something, right? Just trying to dump their
a lot
houses.
of the time, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to help people out of getting out of their houses.
Well, you help yourselves and help the banks, and you help.
Trying to help everybody, right?
Yeah. All right, and making some money on the side too, which is even better.
Yeah.
A little bit. Let me talk to my wife about that one clause. If we can cancel that and do it, we may move forward. Okay?
That sounds good. And if I don't answer, feel free to leave me a message, and I'll get right back to you. Okay?
All right, Ryan. Take care. Have a great day over there.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye now. This is Randy.
Hey, Randy. It's Ryan.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. Hey, Lori, can you tell Nick to quit?
That's good to hear.
Drums.
Oh.
So what's going on?
So I definitely got your email, and I just wanted to let you know that the first one we definitely have no problem with doing. As for the second one, we do solely buy these properties to resell them.
Understood.
Yeah. And I wouldn't want to make a promise to you that I would, end up eventually breaking.
Okay. Well, how long is the process normally? Like closing a house usually takes at least about a month.
Yeah, that's right. We write the contracts for, let's see here, and I know this one is, let me see, so 30 days from the 5th. Go ahead.
You haven't actually physically seen the house yet, have you?
No, we haven't invested any money in sending anyone out there yet because we haven't got the purchase agreement back.
Understood. Okay.
Right. So I would be sending you another one, and I could make those changes.
Okay.
We would be, a standard escrow is about 60 days or sooner. So the goal is always to shoot for sooner. When would you like to have this house closed by?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's a rental, so end of July would be fine, I think.
End of July. Yep, we can definitely do that.
And then, what I'll have to do is I'll kind of have to base it on what you're saying is like, okay, we looked at the house, everything's there, everything stands, and then I'll inform the renter that a deal's going down. We've sold the house, and you need to be up by the end of July.
That's right.
Because it should move fairly quick, correct? Once you guys see the house and everything.
Yep, that's right. So as soon as we get the purchase agreement, we're actually able to open escrow right away. And then from that point on, we'd be sending for the BPOs, the CMAs. We'd be sending an appraiser out there, and they would be getting in contact with you and the tenant to set up an appointment, which would be good for, either one of you, whoever would be able to let someone view the home. And then as soon as that's done, we wait for the closing attorneys to fix up their papers at the escrow company, and it's as easy as that, and we do wire the funds right over.
Yeah, actually, I've done this before. There's one of my other rental properties is a company much like yours.
Oh, good.
And then actually I have a real estate attorney pretty good, too, so I can inform you that. If we have to use ours or use yours, it doesn't matter. All right,
whichever.
let me see that. Go ahead.
Whichever makes you guys more comfortable. And I would also like to send over another purchase agreement because this one is unfortunately expired. And what I want to do is go ahead and cross out that paragraph for you guys.
Right. And then the clause that says, pardon me, I read a lot all day long. So your side of the thing on there, too, is for, what was the closing price or what was the estimate that you gave us?
let's see here. We are at 72 is our offered price, and that would be paying off the mortgage and net to you $20,000.
Okay. All right, go ahead and send that over, and then we'll get that out today. I'm traveling tomorrow on Thursday, but we should be able to get it going.
All right, I'll send that right over to you. Thank you, Randy.
All right, take care, Ron.
You too. Bye-bye.
Right on.
Thanks for listening. Get more info and stay in touch